Hi, Darren Williger streaming to you live. Yeah, there's no way out of this, everybody. You are live streaming. Hey, everyone's streaming on Twitter. It's Kelly Alexa. She is a panel speaker tonight. Come on, have some wine. You're a panel speaker. You're speaking like a panel.
It's been a long day.
So,
I got the high heels all day at a course.
Me too.
Oh, you got to get a shot of those heels.
Yeah, check this out.
Oh my God. These are actually not the ones I was wearing. I wore. You have to wear
Those are your comfortable walking shoes?
Yeah.
Those are the four stilettos. Everyone's social at Social Media Club.
We're totally anti-social.
Yeah. Wait, why are we like putting this on Flip or something?
Are you live?
This is live. This is actually streaming live.
Oh, so don't swear or anything?
No, this one is not streaming live. Hey, it's Kelly and Tim. What's going on, guys?
Which one am I looking at?
This one's not live. This will be edited for content later. Just in 7 states.
Not Illinois yet.
Yes. I'm good. I'm just avoiding the
It's John Head. Hello, sir.
Look at it. A lot of random parents.
I've been noticing flips and breakups.
Hey.
Bring it on.
I'm just kidding.
Live video not well received by everyone. Hi there.
What is up?
What's up, sweetie? Some of that white. Are we having white or red?
So here's the deal, everybody. The live video's on, and not everyone here likes it, but I'm doing it, and I'm committed. This is Charlie Chicago, a new friend with the Social Media Club. First time, and if you want to say live.
I just hope you have kids like me on my first day here, you know.
Yeah.
Just like fit in.
Your presence has been well received. You're welcome to
I get offered 5 jobs before I leave.
5 only? Normally I get about 10 offers.
Really?
Yeah. It's pretty good organization, yeah.
Well, there's nothing else. I've got some free wine.
Free wine, my God. All right, Tim, we're streaming live.
I love live.
Here. Tim McDonald.
And I'll record you. How's that? Because you love being live.
I'm Darren Williger, and I don't have any wine. I'm putting. I can fix that.
Now he has wine.
I don't do white. Wow. I just. Wow, that didn't sound right. That sounded like racist or something.
If you don't do white, what do you do?
I like the red. I like the red.
Okay. Problem
Hi,
solved.
Darren Williger, Social Media Club Chicago, 200 West Madison. I have wine. Delicious. It's from the Winfred Winery.
Where's that?
No, it's really not. We're just want to give them a plug because they're good people.
Did you go see them?
I haven't seen them yet, but they're in Lombard, and it's the best winery in Chicago. And this wine wishes it was from there. It tries to be from there. Excellent.
Excellent. What else is going on at the bar here?
It seems there's some bar people.
Is there bar people?
I've seen her in that video.
Look at that. Get it all on the screen together. There we go.
Oh, what is going on here?
Did we call each other this morning and make sure we coordinated, or even more impressive?
Do ladies have anything to say to Social Media Chicago for our video?
No, we're from Milwaukee. Yeah, we're excited to be here.
Is the social scene in Milwaukee or close to the social media club scene in Chicago?
A social media club?
Yeah.
I thought you said social scene. I was like, not so much. But
Well,
social media club?
yes.
We have quite an active social, not social media club, but social media. We have quite an active group in Milwaukee. Yeah.
Awesome, thank you.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
It's Bob.
How are you?
We're making videos.
You're making videos, hey? Let me get in one.
The video is always we decided we're both getting in on it.
I know. Yeah. So good to see your video, hey?
I watched the video, so hey.
It's been a great day. I was down at Fox with Nancy Lou, the free blogger thing. Bsolutions. Awesome. Oh my
I
goodness.
saw the Rosen man.
Yeah.
I like them.
They're great. And then last night, thanks everybody, you were there. Thanks
I was,
everybody.
and I didn't say hi to you only because you went in the photo booth when I came over before I left. So.
Anyway, I was,
You did not say hi to social media.
I went after her. She went into the photo booth and never came out.
no, I was in there the entire poses, and so we'll do those later. But anyway, thanks for coming in here tonight. I was honored. media club, but only because I have such cool guys like you and ladies like you. So please come on.
Glad to be part of it.
Glad to hear about it.
So Edway guy shows up. We're the videographers.
We are.
Where is Edway? How do all our videos end up like this? I have like 2 minutes to
Only 2?
Let's get pretty cool on the video. Like, where's the Social Media Club Chicago?
This is our Amstel Light. More Amstel Light.
I work for Cision.
Goose Island and more Goose Island.
Hello.
Are you mentioning wineries and Lombard?
There's a winery in Lombard. I'm really eager to find one. Linfred. Is it not the best winery in all of
You know what? They are the best.
Chicago land area?
They are the best glittering winery. This I can tell you because we're trying to do a pairing with them. We're thinking about a Merlot pairing with Garrett's chocolate-covered crumble crisp.
Are you Garrett?
I'm Garrett.
I actually have you on a couple of my websites as an affiliate, like friend, sponsor, whatever it is that we do with each other online. It's nice to meet you in person. I don't even know what it is. I got some emails that link me. I'm like, yeah, Garrett, love those guys.
Well, follow us because we're having a really good time. Yeah, and Linfred is,
I do follow Linfred.
we're going back and forth. We're really trying to do a pairing. And
I want to be part of it somehow.
come on. We're
Give
going
me
to
my
do it
car.
up and have it
Let me
happen.
get my car. You get the video as I get my car.
I can do both.
And can you hold this one?
Now I'm really
hold
going to
on
be.
a second.
How do I readjust without getting my finger in the screen
Hi,
here?
LiveStream. This is Darren Williger. Hey, Twitter. Here's all my contact information, including my mobile. Can you see it?
Oh, we can see it.
I don't have a card yet.
Oh, that's cool.
Well, I'll send you a mail number.
Thank you. I make wine.
You do?
At a very small level at home. I've been doing it about 16 years.
Really? Yeah. Awesome. Do you distribute it all? Or just a person?
Yeah.
Kind of like popcorn. Yeah.
Stuff on the grate. I'm making it my bathtub. So what are you drinking right now?
This is a little weird because
I'm a little
I'm
weird.
seeing 2 different screen images here. Like
My hair got messed up in the rain.
I need to be like this, actually, I think,
Okay.
in order to have both of them proportionally correct.
It's Emmy-o! Yeah, no. So hi everybody and welcome to Social Media Club Chicago. My name is Darren Williger and I'm the bartender. I could have timed that better.
Looks like Ben's a bartender.
Yes. All right. Oh, we can't do it. So how do you redo a live stream?
Remember you guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Wait, okay, now I'm back again. Okay.
Hi, Darren Williger, and thanks for coming to Social Media Club Chicago. We have many beverages to choose from this fine evening, and we'll be learning from some of the top panelists in social media.
But we can't stop the live stream.
Tim and I show up for the free liquor, basically. Then we just take silly videos.
And I did take the train today.
I did too.
Not driving.
Not driving.
Of course, we don't have 3 Gs today.
We don't.
Darren, your phone is way better than mine. You have to get Vinny's phone number and order some more stuff. There's like no one here, and I've got the money, so let's just get some more money. Yeah.
We need more wine.
Yeah, definitely. So let's look up Vinny's in the
Yeah, I'm looking at Vinny's right now. Which one do you want?
South Loop. Okay. And I have an account there, so I mean, like social media.
No, Jeff, no problem.
Hi. So we're here to get a cocktail before we go in.
Jeff Willinger.
Very
nice to meet you.
So they're putting faces with Twitter IDs and all that.
I'm Darren
I
Williger.
met you at the Windy City Social event.
Absolutely.
That's a good call.
I met
you online at the Windy Social.
Cool.
Very, very. That was good today. Yeah, we were discussing big hands. Yeah, I am fine with it.
Big hands? I have large hands.
Need opener.
Jefferson?
Oh,
I can help you bartend there. Maybe. There we go. This is difficult to do with one hand.
Oh, I know, it's challenging.
It is.
Way to hold
I
that,
feel,
like a hat that has a holder for it. Not doing that at all.
Did you see my little interesting link to an article about a moldable clay for mounting your iPod or your phone onto your bike?
No, I need that though. How did I miss that?
It's a moldable clay.
There's something going on Twitter the past 2 days.
Yes.
Nobody's showing up my timeline. No one in Chicago shows up on my timeline. No one in Chicago. In fact, a lot of people are missing from my timeline. Unless I go to their specific Twitter page and open it up, I'm not seeing people the past 2 days.
I'm seeing limited.
Yes. Okay, so you have an issue too.
Yes.
Are you having an issue where you're not seeing all your friends in your timeline?
What do you have an issue with, though?
There's more water in there. Just the water, just so we know.
Oh, that's water, not garbage. I thought you were pointing to the garbage. Okay, I need to turn this over to you.
Yeah.
Sound system.
Wow, is anybody watching this? I mean, seriously. Yeah. I often live stream and wonder, who is watching the live stream? It's not you.
Aren't these supposed to be colder?
Yeah, I put it
Thanks for coming to live stream. I don't know if anyone's actually watching this, so I'm stopping it, and I'm going to go back to regular video. Oh, more people to harass. Hi. Good. How you doing? Good to see you.
Are you speaking tonight?
No, I am.
Who would be some of the absolute best women bloggers, and Barbara's going to talk a little bit about Blogger, the event that's going on right now, but who would be some really, really influential people that we could learn from? So here you've got it. We're going to have Blagica is going to moderate for us tonight. And I'm just going to say the names because after I go, then Barbara's going to go, then they're going to tell us what they do and that sort of thing. MJ Tam, Leah Jones, Amy Guth, and Kelly Alexa. So I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. A few people have come up to me and said, hey, Jeff, I would love to host one of these events. Absolutely. Make sure you DM me or get back in touch with me or Barb. We love having these events at larger venues. We kind of had this here just because we didn't have another venue. So absolutely make sure you get in touch with me. We're always looking for food sponsors, drink sponsors. Absolutely ping one of us or Heidi or Beth Rosen. And again, I'm Jay Willie on Twitter, and thank you so much for coming out tonight. Social media in Chicago is growing.
Thank you, Jeff. So I just want to welcome everyone who is here tonight, and especially anyone who's here for Blogger. Blogger is the world's largest blogging conference for women, and I'm so excited. It's going to be my third Blogger. It starts tomorrow, but I've already been to events starting last night. And thank you to MJ Tam, who writes Chicago Lit Fest. She honored some of the women in social media last night, and I want to let you know that she was kind enough to honor Chicago Social Media Club. Or actually Social Media Club Chicago is what we're calling ourselves. But anyway, thank you so much for that, and thank you all for your enthusiasm. And we're getting ready, and we're going to celebrate our first anniversary not till October, but it's just growing, and that's really wonderful. So without further ado, I will let Blagica introduce the panel, and I'd just like to thank you if I don't have another chance for being great. So, and if you have questions, I think Blagica has put together a great outline of questions, so we're going to let her just direct the panel, and then we'll see if we have time for Q&A at the end. Thank you. Hi. So we're going to all go through who we are, what we do, and then start with the questions. I'm Blagica Bottigliero. I am the founder of a site called galsguide.com. It's a guide for women out of college getting used to life in a big city. Ironically enough, our summit is taking place in this room, October 3rd, and DPZ Ramon is sponsoring lunch, so how awesome is that? And full-time job, I work at Edelman Digital, focusing on their social media practice. Hi, I'm MJ Tam. I'm the editor of Chicago News Stuff, and we're launching New York Metropolis really soon, so it's really exciting for me. It's called Chicago News Stuff Movers, Shakers, and Baby Makers, so it's a site for families to find great spots in Chicago. My name is Leah Jones. I have a business called Native Arts and Media, where I'm a social media coach for writers, artists, and musicians.
And I also write a personal blog called Accidentally Jewish.
Hi, I'm Amy Guth. I'm newly the digital coordinator for books at the Chicago Tribune, but I've written the Chicago Subtext local literary blog there for a few months. I'm the founder of Pilcrow Lit Fest, which is a small price and independent media festival here in Chicago. And I'm an author and a writer and blogger. I've been blogging since March of 2006.
Hi, my name is Kelly Alexa. I am working independently in social media because, frankly, I got into social media in the end of October when my company went bankrupt. And now I'm here and everything's changed for the better. So, honestly, social media really changed my life. I'm also part of the Ford Fiesta movement. If you haven't heard about it, we were tweeting about it today. So I was actually out at the Ford plant seeing the new Taurus and so on. And it's an awesome movement, great to be a part of one of the really most visible social media movements with a company. So that's what I'm doing primarily. What am I doing with this?
Is that Mike active?
We think.
Is this Mike active?
You guys can hear us, right?
I know you ladies really well. This is going to be a really fun panel, so we'll try to keep down the fun. Okay, so first question, back to the basics. Let's start with the basics. I want each person to go down the list, and I sound really loud. Am I really loud? Okay. Why did you start blogging? I want a simple answer. Go down the line. What made you start blogging?
I started blogging in 1999 when I first got pregnant with my first child, so that's where it all started from. I started blogging in November 2003 when I was sent to work in London and manage a residence hall. And I wanted a way to keep in touch with my family and my friends that wasn't sending mass emails because they're so arrogant. Hi, I have a fabulous new life in London. Thought you'd like to know about it right now. So instead I started blogging, which is slightly less arrogant, and that's how it started. It was a combination of things. I was trying to sell a book, and I thought building an online presence would be helpful. Turns out it was. But what really pushed it over the edge was that my dad told me that my voicemails are entirely too long, and I needed an outlet.
I started blogging, and my blogging is really, it's not a business, it's more about my fitness passion and working out, and it was really a way for me to be accountable. I was so addicted to reading other people's blogs that I thought, why am I not doing it? And then I can't cower it out and not do what I say I'm going to do. So that's how I started.
So it seems like it's different, there's different backgrounds, but the overall arching theme is you had a reason to do it, whether it's communicating with friends and family, you were reading other blogs and wanted to join the party, or your father's just annoyed with your voice all day long. So it seems like it was a passion that started and you started writing. So what have you seen in terms of when you started writing and blogging, whether it was a year ago, 2-3 years ago, and folks that have begun to blog now? Do you sense a different trend in terms of why people start to blog versus when you started blogging?
I guess for me, when I first started blogging, I didn't realize there are a whole lot of people that actually read the blog. So I started writing it for myself and started getting searched, and then, you freak out a little bit because it is a little bit personal. So I think nowadays it's just blogging, it's a whole big, there's business blogging, there's niche blogging, there's just so much more involved, and people are knowing what blogging is about now compared to back then. So I think that there are plenty of people starting to blog today that are starting for all the same reasons as us. There's a point of tension in your life. You can't afford counseling. You start a blog. Perhaps. But I think that now more people are aware that there are more things you can do with a blog. When I started 5 years ago, it was only because it was free, and it was a place to write, and it was a reason to write every day. But when I started my blog for my new company, it was with a much different purpose, because I'm more aware of what can I do with a blog. So the blog that I started in 2009 versus the one in 2003, this one is about business, it's about keeping in touch with clients, it's about finding new clients, it's about being searched. So I think that people's motivations are different. Do I blog to books, blog to movies? I think people are just much more aware that there could be a business into it, but that if that's your only motivation, it's not as much fun.
I absolutely agree with Leah, and I think the thing I see a lot is when I first started blogging, people would say things, when people actually first started to read my blog, people would say things like, I wish I could do that. I don't have anything to say. And I don't hear nearly as many people say, I would love to blog, but I don't have anything to say. Because now we all think we have something to say. So we go for it.
I agree with Leah, too, in that, and I think there's so much talk about blogging that I noticed so many people will approach me and say, I've got a blog. How can I make so much money? How can I get so many followers on Twitter? I've got to be a millionaire. And what do you do? And I'm like, well, I actually don't make a lot of money from my blog. I mean, I do it, and I think my personal opinion is the people that are most successful are the people that really are just passionate about whatever it is. If it's, Smurfs, if it's Barbies, if it's fitness, if it's your BlackBerry, whatever. You talk about it, and that's your reason for doing it. And then you'll find, and that's what happened with me. People approach me. I didn't try to, but when it's these people that are getting out there like, oh my God, how did you do that? And how can I monetize it? How can I get affiliate money? And blah, blah, blah. And then they go crazy because they have, I think, the wrong motivation.
And that's, I like that you say that because I'm seeing that a lot now. If you've seen the movie promos for, was it Julie and Julia? There's a scene in the kitchen where she goes, I have a blog. I have thoughts. And it's spot on in terms of people wanting to start putting their thoughts on paper. But I would like to talk about the idea of patience and the idea of when people hear you have a blog, like our blogs have been around for 2-3 years plus and growing a community. So I'd like to address, for those folks in the room, actually just take a break for a second. Who has a blog?
Nobody.
Who doesn't have a blog? Okay. For those folks that blog, raise your hand if it's For those folks that blog, raise your hand if it's personal. Now, raise your hand if it's for business. And raise both hands if it's a combo of the two.
Or you have multiple blogs. Now, everybody get over here.
I just like to give orders. So, I'm pregnant. What can I say? Okay. So, I would like to talk a little bit about advice to folks in this room about patience, about what was your turning point when you realized, oh my God, people are reading my blog, holy cannoli. For me, it was a gal in Kansas that graduated from school and emailed me that she reads my stories and it helps her get through her 20s. That's why I kept on writing. So what was it for you that really turned the faucet of, wow, people are reading my stuff?
A few years back, I actually started writing I opened a site called FilipinoMoms.com. And I guess the first one for me is because there's really not much of a community of Filipino moms, basically, and that's why I opened it, is that I started getting tons of email and wanting to know who to contact and about, women that we can feature and that kind of stuff. So I was really surprised that I didn't really think that it was going to get as big as it was at that time. So that was my turning point on that one. I think my first small turning point was a couple times when I lived in London and my blog was brand new. One, I wrote about Craigslist and Craig Newmark left a comment on my blog. And I totally geeked out and I printed it out and put it on my bulletin board. And then a few years later I got to work with them, which was neat. And then the first time it had an impact on my life and my career was I don't know if we get to this later. When I started my blog, it was very uptight, and I wrote very proper English, and I censored a lot of my life out because it was for my parents, and they didn't need to know. And it was so positive that the HR department didn't believe I wanted to move back to Chicago. And my boss called me and said, if you want to come back, you're going to have to blog a little bit more negatively. Because they don't believe me that you want to come home. And so that's the first time I had to use it. Like that I realized it was making a difference in my life was that HR wouldn't let me come back to Chicago unless I blogged negatively.
I did something really similar. I used to, because my thought was when I started my first blog, Bigmouth Indeed Strikes Again, I would spend so much time, I would open a Word doc and I would write this post and it had to be perfect because my thought was I was trying to sell a book, so I had to really have some stellar writing in there. And I, wrote posts from little funny things that happened in my life and I told it so cleverly, blah, blah, blah. Well, when
I'm actually surprised this phone still has battery in it because the battery life is not that good. Oh, battery's about to die. Well, until the battery dies, thanks
Thanks for joining Darren Williger on a tour of the Ogilvy Transportation Center. Yeah, about to board a train.